So in this practical, we are going to see Nmap commands on Parrot-based system. So Nmap, we are going to start by running just the Nmap command on a system. So it will give all the functionalities we get along with this Nmap feature. And so basically what is Nmap? Nmap, also known as Network Mapper, is a free and open source utility for network discovery and security auditing. It is globally recognized tools mostly used by network experts and penetration testers to find services, host, and open ports on a computer network. Network Mapper allows its users to discover which devices are running on the network, find vulnerabilities, and detect installed services. Some more information about Nmap. It was originally written in C, C++, or Python and Lua programming languages. It is a widely acknowledged open source networking tool. Network Mapper can run on Windows, Mac OS, Gentoo, and BSD, but is highly popular on Linux, on which we are going to work on today. So now we'll start off by just clearing it all up. For that, we'll type with the command clear. Also, we can do the same by clicking on Control plus L, which will again clear our all the data. Starting off, we'll find our IP address command ifconfig. Ifconfig. We'll press enter. We'll get our IP address, which we'll copy for future use. So we'll copy this. Then moving on, we'll see Nmap along with our IP address. So starting off, we'll do Nmap and we'll paste our IP address by using Shift plus Control plus V, and we'll press enter. We'll Nmap will state that the host is up or the IP address is is being used and is not dead. And if an IP is dead, then we cannot perform any functionalities or any attack onto that IP address. So yes, moving ahead, next command, which is nmap, and we'll specify an IP range for this, for which we'll use Shift plus Control plus we will paste our IP. Then we'll go from let's say 1 to 15. So if we press enter, we'll get all the scanning ports which are available, and this is used to scan the entire IP range which we specified. And if we wish to scan the entire CIDR, which is our classless interdomain routing range of IP address, we can use this command. So in our example, Nmap will scan the IP addresses from 10.0.2.1 to 10.0.2.15. So yes. Next, now moving on to our next command, which is for port scanning. We'll use nmap /n. Then we'll specify a numeric value, which is, let's say, in our case is 80. Then we'll paste our IP address, and when we press enter, what we'll get is this state service. Okay. It is this command is used to scan a specific port or entire port range. So basically, Nmap is the best port scanning tool. Performing port scans will provide you with details about port services and states. And not just that, Nmap also provides options to scan popular ports and discover open ports. We will see that in the later section of our video. Also, we can scan all the 1,000 ports which are specified here. Yes, we can scan all the TCP 1,000 TCP ports in this by performing a command like nmap /p 1 to 1000, which is all our ports, and then we'll specify the local host and we'll press enter. Now here we have got the report of Nmap scan of Nmap scan of the local host. Now moving on to our next, which is ping scan using Nmap. So before that, we'll clear this out. Now let me increase size just a bit. Okay. So this command, which we are going to see, is used for host detection, where what we'll do is we'll type in nmap slash small s capital P, and now we'll specify the target. Target in our case is our IP address, which is this, but we'll specify the range from 1 to 24. And now when we press enter, it will take some time. So yeah, so it tells us that the host is up and 256 IP addresses are scanned. So what this command does is, this is one of the most popular and easiest Nmap commands for host detection. If you're interested in knowing which hosts are running in your network, you should use this command. It also provides the option to find out multiple hosts or a specific host. This command returns the IP address and MAC address of available hosts, but provide no information about the ports. In simple words, it finds all the devices in the defined range, and then you can check if there are any IP addresses that you are not familiar with or you cannot account for. So moving on to our next command, which is for saving the Nmap scan output to a particular file. For that, the command is nmap /o capital X, and here is our, we'll specify our output file, output.xml, and the file in which the data is, which is example.com. And when we press enter, this command, what this command will do is it will save the output of Nmap scanning into the XML, the output XML file. So aim here is to save the results of the Nmap scan to a file or XML. So security tool Nmap has become a crucial tool in the cybersecurity field, and Nmap allows its users to export or save scan results into the text file or XML file, like it's already saved in here. So now we'll move on to our next command. We'll perform Control L, and now next command we'll do is for port scan. To get the top ports, top particular amount of ports, we'll specify that. Here the command is nmap /top/port ports, and we'll specify the numeric value, that how many top ports we require. So let's say it's 15 in our case, and then we'll specify our IP address. So then we press enter. We got all the top ports which we required. So aim of this command is to scan the fixed number of most popular ports. Like in our case, it was 15, the number of ports. So in order to apply this command, you have to use the /top/ports option with a specific numeric value. This option gives you the ability to scan top ports. However, in Nmap, you also have the option to select the number of top ports to scan. This command allows users to get better and faster results. Now again, we'll move ahead. So now we'll see, look into the display of open ports. So for that, what we'll do is we'll type the command nmap /open op open, and then we'll specify our IP address. So, and then we press enter. So here we can easily see that only one IP, only one port, okay, one IP address, one host is only up. So what this command, the aim of this command is to detect the open ports as we already specified. So what it does is finding open ports is a can be the first step for protecting and hacking any network. And if you only want to find ports you can connect to, then this command can be really useful for you. Now moving on, what we'll see is excluding particular IP address for a scan, which can be done by using the command nmap, and then we specify our IP address. And here what we'll do is we'll specify a range, which is, let's say in our case, 1 to 24. And here we'll exclude slash exclude. Then what the IP address we wish to exclude. Let's say we do 10.0.2.4. So we press enter. So the aim for this command, where we did nmap range of IP address slash include IP address to exclude, is to exclude the host IP address for the scan. If you want to exclude hosts, IP address, or network, Nmap provides you with a specific command for this purpose. As the name suggests, this command excludes a single target or list of the target from the scan, for which the slash exclude command is used. Now we'll clear this up and we'll move ahead with our next commands. So yeah. Now, at last, we'll do service version detection using Nmap. So here we'll use the command nmap space slash small s capital V, and we'll specify our IP address. So, and we press enter. So the aim of this command is detection of services. So Nmap has a database of more than 2000 services and associated ports, for example, SSH and HTTP ports. So while doing network inventories, if you want to know which version are running, you can use the nmap version detection, which is slash sv command. Knowing the exact version number can be really helpful while finding which exploit your server is vulnerable to. So yeah, and at last, what we concluded is, as we have seen with single nmap command, you can scan your entire network. That's the power of nmap. Nmap is an extremely powerful tool, and most importantly, if you want to set your foot in the hacking world, learning about this tool can be really fruitful for you. It can potentially be used for both white hat hacking and black hat hacking. In fact, Nmap is a must-have tool for ethical hackers. You can use Nmap to protect your network. There are bunch of Nmap alternatives available in the market, but it has already set the benchmark. Security teams of different organizations and network experts often use Nmap to find commonly abused protocols like RMI, which is our remote method invocations, and HTTP. Also, security companies use this software to inspect the attack their system can potentially face in future and find out what weaknesses hackers could exploit. So thank you very much. This demonstration was done by Rahul Grover, and my enrollment number is BT19GCS153. Thank you.